Hello there, thanks for stopping by. My name's Daz, otherwise known as FM Totality, which is my new incarnation, obviously FM related. This is my new YouTube channel, so I just want you to have a look at it, see what you think. I just wanted to share what I like to do with FM, which is basically custom leagues is my big thing. I really like that. I really like messing around with the editor and so on. I'm coming up with alternate realities really. So this is my first one for YouTube. And I'll just go to the competition screen, Leagues in Focus, and you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So I like to reimagine the worlds, if you like, reimagine the football worlds as if the existing leagues didn't exist, and just starting from scratch to just play around with it really, just have a little bit of fun with it. My attention span's quite short, so I tend to have small leagues in my edited leagues, more of a sort of a Champions League group stage setup, although often a little bit bigger, so this is 8 teams in each league. So as you can see here, I'll give you a little guide on this one. This is available on the Steam Workshop, by the way. Link to follow below in the description. We've got, of course, the Premier League with 8 teams which are from the original Premier League. We've got the English League 2. And it gradually goes down and we eventually go into the Championship teams, as you can see, looking at those, and eventually all the way down to English League 8, which is the league where I currently am at the moment, because I am Morecambe. No idea why, but I got fixated with Morecambe about 5 years ago, and just really enjoyed following their team really. I was working near there, and like anything with Football Manager, you get these ideas and you've had it before you know it. You spent 250 hours trying to avoid the wife while you do Football Manager. So so there you go. So I did that and had a reasonable success with it. The trouble is with Morecambe, they've never got any money, except in this save. I didn't use the editor, as you can see, there's no editor icon, but I started them with 0 and they've ended up with £128,000, and I think it's because in the editor I put in TV money for the for all the leagues graduated, because it's a lot of this is money based, just like the real leagues really, but I've tried to make it so as long as you can get out the first couple of leagues and you can maybe have a little decent cup run, you might actually be able to make a few quid and start to accelerate up the leagues. As I say, I don't have much patience, so I'm not into these long, lengthy campaigns. So that's the league structure. As you can see, you've got the usual relegation, 2 going down and 2 coming up via playoffs. So, of course, automatic promotion and then a playoff. And that's it, really. The prize money for each league is graduated. So I think it's 40 million for the Premier League. And then 20 million, 10, etc. all the way down until you're getting into the hundreds of thousands for League 8. I just won it in a test, and I think I won 600,000 for English League 8. League 8 is always the starting point for me. So these teams in here that I quite like, either because of the history or locality. So like I say, Morecambe's a favourite. Salford, this is where I am. I actually live about 2 miles from the ground, from Moor Lane. Southport's local as well, and that's a nice little derby with Morecambe. FC United, because of course same reason, little derby with Salford. Blythe is just always like the logo really. I thought I'd like bang them in. Curzon Ashton rivals to United, so I've tried to make a nice sort of meaty league to start off with. And Corinthian Casuals, because of the story, I didn't know anything about them, heard about them on BBC, about how they basically were responsible during a tour over to Brazil in 1910, I think, of founding, inspiring the Brazilian Corinthians. So I really like the idea of that. In all the tests I did 1 5-year sim test. They never won a single game. They drew 1 game in 5 years. So, disclaimer now, I have edited the rep, and I think I've also made them pro or semi-pro. I'm not really sure where you find that out in here. Overview, would it be? General. So there we go, semi-pro. So we're just assuming, as a couple of other YouTubers have done, that when they do lower teams like this, lower fantasy leagues if you like, that we're talking in a few years' time when they've managed to scrape themselves into semi-pro level. So there you go. So there's a little test for you there. Ladbrokes Premiership is there just simply because there's 9 slots that Football Manager gives you. So that's the leagues. Let's go over to the comps now. Now, because there's one more thing I should say before we go into that. Because the leagues are only short, you only play each other twice. So is that 16 games? No, sorry, it's 14 games, isn't it? Yeah. So it's only 14 games. That means then there's lots of opportunities for comps. So if I go to the schedule for Morecambe, you can see I'm already a few games in. So there we go. So we've got all sorts of different comps that I've put in. You've got the English League matches, then you've got the Lower Milk Cup for those people as grey as me who remember when it used to be really called the Milk Cup, the League Cup. Lower, I tried to give, because there's 8 leagues, I wanted to give the lower teams a chance without getting knocked out in the first round by the higher team. So basically, the lower milk is the last 4 leagues, 4 to 8, and then the upper milk is the leagues, 5 to 8. Upper milk is the leagues 1 to 4, both with separate prizes and so on. So you've got that, the lower milk, and then we've got this one. This is a new one that I've just put in. This was a bit of a nightmare to sort out in the editor, but I think I've got it now in the tests. So this is a UK trophy group. Now this is a new idea that to have the winners of the leagues, is it 2 to 8? I think I tried to make it non-prem. The winners of the leagues 2 to 8 going into a UK trophy with other teams from Ireland, Scotland and Wales, and it's worked out okay actually. So for some reason Morecambe have been putting it this first year even though we've not won anything, and I think it must be just the editor must just assume that they won it last year or something. Might be done on seeding, I'm not really sure. You got Southampton in there, you can see as well. We've got Brentford just to prove that it's working. Burnley. It was a bit of a nightmare at first. I ended up with loads of Prem teams, I don't know why, but there we go. So that's just one example. Then you've also got other ones. You've got the FA Cup. The FA Cup standard, just all leagues. And then this one at the end, I had a big massive gap at the end, so I've put in the Twin League Trophy. So basically, you're in 4 leagues. It's a group stage, little mini Champions League really. Little group stage where you go in against the league above you. So there's one of them for all of the, there you go, Twin League Trophy 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and again all the prize money scaled. So I'll just carry on. It's a good place to carry on from here because I can see all my cups. I've got little one-offs like the League and FA Super Cup. So the winners of the league and the winner of the FA, of course. League Winners' Cup, it's supposed to be the winner of every league, 1 to 8, again just to give the lower teams a chance of winning a decent prize. And in the sim, Burnley won it. I think they beat United in the final, so yeah, it actually works quite nice. That World Golden Goal, this is the one I'm really proud of. I just love the idea of this. It really annoys me that there isn't a club championship, a proper club championship around the world, like an extended Champions League. So this one is exactly that. So basically, if I go to the group stages, again, weirdly, they've already been played. I started the game and they'd already been played. I have no idea how that works. So basically, it's the winner and runner-up of the Premier League into a group with teams from all over the world. It never was intended to be the runner-up, but they've ended in up in there in the algorithm. I don't know how that's worked. But anyway, so when I ran the sim, it was quite nice. Of course, a lot of the early teams from the lower countries got knocked out straight away, and I think Real Madrid, of course, won that predictably. Barca got knocked out in the second round by PSG. So there we go, going back to this. It's quite a handsome prize, that one as well. You're probably thinking I'm crazy with all these trophies. I was basically testing it and then finding gaps. Here's another one I found. This is non-prem invitation trophy. There's some country, and I'm not sure where it is, I was reading an article a while back, where they have a trophy that is just randomly chosen from the different leagues, one team from the different league. I can't remember where it is. I apologise. If I try and remember, I'll mention it later. And then basically it's just a one-off competition. I think there's only about 4 teams in that, but basically it's just a chance for anybody from leagues 2 to 8 to just be in a competition. There's not a lot of prize money for it, but it's just a a little fun competition. It changes every year. I ran the test 4 times and Morecambe didn't get it. There you go, so that's that one, and that might be it. Oh, the UK non-Prem trophy. Have I mentioned this? Yes, I think I've mentioned that one. Okay, so there you go. So you get trophies all the way around the year, and there's loads of chances to earn decent prize money. And I reckon that the good players, if you played it using the Steam editor file, you probably bang it out in 8 seasons. You just go right to the top and you probably win. Although, of course, when you get to the top, it is going to be more difficult in those last 2 divisions. So there you go. I'm going to come back for a playthrough, and also for an interesting way that I have of nicknaming the players, and it's because of the way I play. I might do a separate little video about that. So thanks for stopping by for this first video, and hope you find it okay. Give us a like and subscribe, and share it on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @FM Totality. Okay, thanks for stopping by.